All right, hey trendsetters, how y'all doing out there? All right, I have calmed down. Maybe I need to apologize for my outrage. Yeah, I don't know. I think I needed to let that out. You know what I'm saying? That last read. Sometimes it just get all bottled up inside, and you got to let it out before it really, really explode. And I'm sorry that you had to be the target. All right, but anyway, I want to pull on blues energy, and I don't know if it's necessarily whack 100 that I want to target in regards to management or Hollywood, but I want to see what's the energy, because I'm not understanding this red shirt. I'm so fixated on this red shirt because I think it's something symbolic. And it's almost like it's so crazy because everything, causes a reaction. And I just want you to think about the red in the bull. When you see red, you see a target. You see something raging at it. You know what I'm saying? Just think about it. Even make you want to eat, 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 eat. That's why they have red. It's passion. It's even the root chakra. Why would he wear that red goddamn shirt? It's crazy. After, insulting the Bloods. This is what I'm saying, y'all. Hollywood is a dangerous place. And I don't know if it's a sacrifice that he's going through because he owes so much money, favors and all this kind of stuff. Now, I'm not going to pull from his cards today. We got the little card that's I think I need to understand that little game that we used to play when we was kids, and I can't figure it out for the life of me. That's lotion. But let me show you. I need somebody in my age to tell me where I can find this game at. And we used to use any type of string, and we used to tie it, and we used to play with it on our hand. We used to create the witch's broom, the cat whiskers, Jacob's ladder, the London bridges, and all of that. Do you want me to use these? I think I am going to use these. Yeah. I'm thinking maybe I might use both of these. No, I don't want that. I'm going to use the haunted house because it give me a industry vibes. You know what I'm saying? The haunted house, it has a little bit of industry vibe going with it. It's weird. Alright. I could use these. Let me see. Yeah, I think I'll use them. Yeah. I think that's better. Now, anyway, that little game, I wish I knew how to, do the research on each, let me see. Spirit, show me so I can. Somebody, please, should tell me how to find the name of this game. Please, and it's gonna help me. It's gonna help me, and I forget what this one is. Because we used to put our hand in it in some type of way, and sometimes it would fall and it wouldn't. But I think that's different from we even used to make the cup in a saucer. What was that game? I'm telling you, boy, y'all don't know nothing about outside. We was really outside. I think it was another piece in here. But you know, Jacob's ladder is very symbolic in regards to this awakening that we're going through. That's why I really want to find it. But anyway, I gave you a lot of information. I'm going to try to Google it again. I did try, y'all, but I couldn't. I got nothing. Alright, now let me see. Alright, now I don't know what other cards I necessarily want to pull. You know, I got a twist between this because, you know, this is kind of depicting the magician a lot. Business and stuff like that. You know, yeah. It's a little witchery, I want to say. And this one, it kind of embodies ancestral roots, you know, the fight between good and evil. So I think they might be a good pair. You know what I'm saying? And look at there. Well, let me see. Alright, Spirit. I guess we'll start with these since this is more aligned with his energy. Under a spell. Yeah. He's under so much hypnosis until it's crazy. Wow. And his mom don't make it no better. When I say she's the poster child for toxic ass parenting, a parent that you need to haul ass away from because at her old age she's still co-signing BS. Confirmation. I mean, she's disgusting, and I'm really just getting to know her. I'll say for the last 2 weeks, this is my, you know, interpretation of her this far from just a little bit of clips that I'm seeing. And everyone seems to confirm my initial thought. She's disgusting. She's disgusting. Now, would it be a bigger of a deal as it is, you know, if she was doing this in the privacy of her own family structure? It would be a problem, you know, for them. But you're out here on the internet telling people to tune into this toxicity. And yes, I have the choice to tune in or tune out. But hell, we got to use something for an example, a case study. Now look at that. That's the first card out. Poison. Curse. And look what's following it. The thirst. You think this is taught behavior? And I'm just like, it's just like T.I. and Tiny Son, King. Well, I'm going to give King a little grace because he did say he wasn't raised in the same household as the rest of his brothers and sisters because he, you know, used to go back to the hood with his grandma. So I give him a little grace. But let's use Bootsy son, Tootsie Roll. You know? He ain't come from the hood. So where's this behavior coming from? Well, I guess he King friends, so I guess, you know, peer pressure and things of that nature. So let me see who else I can use for an example. Because these streets will raise you. you know, and that's why a lot of them with this gang, and it's just like it's such a badge of honor to be in a gang. Yeah, I mean, you even got people talking about gang, dead homies. What the hell is going on? Just think about anybody else that's, you know, have made it up out the hood that's in Hollywood, but still yet their kids come up to have that same toxic trait. You know, just like they standing on the corners, you know, selling 2 for $25, you know, Nick bags. Yeah. Now 2 for $25. I guess you had to be from my generation to understand what that means. But it was the white stuff, the hard white stuff, you know? You buy 2 for $25, cut it up, and you know, and you make more money, and you go back, you know. Anyway, now look at that, and she's in reverse. And the broom is here, you know. You got some things to clean up, sweep up out your house, boy. Now this is the death card, and look, this is a whole bitch. This is Oshun before she ascended to herself, her higher self. She's sexual energy, very toxic, lowbrow, addictive, 2 for $25, nickel bag kind of chick or mentality. Yeah. And this is after they took the seeds out. There's nothing healthy about it. Very synthetic. Oh my God. Oh God. This is the what do they call them? Distilleries? What do they call them? Where they sell the stuff at now? You know? The plants. What do they call them? I don't know. Yeah. Well, it's one of them. It's where you're going to get it from now. You know? It ain't a seed nowhere to be found. Alright? Let's see. GMO. Genetically modified. Alright? Let's see. Oh, the world card. Now this is over here in the beginning. I'm talking about, you know, it just gives me, just like I said, with this mammy, a bad start. You know, I could just see the living room right now. It's full of smoke, alcohol, everybody talking. Now I even heard that she used to be a man, a stud. Can you imagine? Yeah, even in one of the readings that I did before in regards to this DNA test, somebody she probably used to turn tricks with and you get favors from. She's part of Hollywood. She's been trying to, you know, screw her way to the top. It must have was bad. You ain't make it. I'm just saying. She's giving me Claudia vibes. Scratchy cat, Claudia. You know what I'm saying? It's like you running in those streets, but you ain't make it. You what? You know? Hey, let me see. I got an attitude. Let me see. There are 4 pentacles. Yeah, I told you. It's like, you know, holding on. The money's is tough, it's tight out there. And what's that? The Three of Swords? Yeah. A lot of pain. And look, passing over the purse. And look how, look, I'm paying attention to the red too. You know, and look at him. I'm talking about blue in the industry. And look, I told you he owe money. You know, what you got, you know, what you trying to hold on to, those 4 pentacles. You better give it up. You see that sword? And what's dangling under that little thing right there? Why he ain't got no clothes on? But all this sexual energy. Listen. You owe. Now, I don't know how in the heck you owe somebody $14 million. I just don't understand that. Let me see if I can figure out what that is. Let me see. Let me see. What? Blueface owed $14 million. Remember?
Yes. Blueface owes over $14.3 million in damages to a Las Vegas strip club, stemming from a 2022 shooting. The initial amount of over $13 million has increased due to interest. He pleaded guilty to related charges and received probation.
See? And look at the number. 222. Wow. And 2 is, you know, the sacrificial number. 22, be killed, is the spotlight. Wow. Now, what I wanted to say? It was something. Dang, I lost my mind. How you gonna pay that back? He in debt forever. He is in debt forever. Now, I don't know how people say that Chrisean was involved with that. I don't know. Anybody know? You can leave it down there in the comment section. But I was going to say something. Now, you know sometimes when you sweep people out the door, it could be sweeping somebody. We used to say, if you sweep out the door, you're sweeping a man, a husband out your life. You won't never get married. It's so crazy that I'm thinking about Chrisean right now when she was at the when she was about to catch her flight. She was talking about she should have got married. Girl, that's the last thing. Why do people think just because you got married, like that's supposed to save you? I don't get it, you know? Girl, no. That's the last thing you need to daggone do. You need to refrain from relationships, period. You don't never need to be in one. Until you learn to love yourself. Girl, you'll have to come back as a whole nother person. I don't see it happening this lifetime. I'm sorry, but I just don't. Wait a minute. Right. Now see, at the Crossroads, this is where deals are made. Now, I'm gonna give you an example of somebody that went to the Crossroads and made a deal with the devil. Now, maybe some of y'all are aware of, what's her name? What's her name? I can't think of it. Madam, what's that thing on there? God, I can't even think of it. But she do the numbers anyway. But she did a very interesting video on James Brown going to the Crossroads, making a deal with the devil. Because that's sometimes is where deals are made, manifestations come. It's in between. That's why I split like that. You know? And I want y'all to pay attention to what's going on in the background. You see the shotgun or whatever that is back there? Boy, it's almost like a target on your head. And it's pointed at the cross. Yeah. And it does represent, you know, light and dark energy. Yeah, and the Queen of Cups is here. Yeah. Which is representing, you know, intuition. You know, Queen of Cups is, it could be the girl as well. Chrisean. His involvement. Her energy is all over him anyway. You know, they are really connected. And it's going to take a lot to get that, you know, energy off. It really does take a purge. Sometimes you have to refrain, become celibate to clear your energy out. Yeah. But because of all the street pharmacies that they do, they are very accessible to lowbrow energy. Not to mention the doors, the rooms that they go in. Doors, rooms, they carry energy. People, places, you know, touching you and all that crap, you know. It's just so much going on. Yeah. And let me see. And look at the Empress and the Judgment. Because this is Mama, Nature, Empress energy. And let me see, what is this? And we have the King. Oh no, this is the, I think this is the Queen of Swords. Because there's a woman down here. And see, this actually is supposed to be in reverse. And it's because he's allowing the masculine energy to rule versus his higher self, the feminine energy. You know, and see the Ten of Cups. With family. Harmony. But it's a sword. And you see, it's like this energy has all of this around it. Because you can tell that it's the same type of energy. She even got on the same thing that they got on. And he got the sword to it. You see it? I ain't want to put it in a thing because they... Let me see if I can get a couple of... I ain't got no more. I had some little dots. I guess since it ain't monetized now, so I guess it'll be all right. Because, you know, it's showing a little bit of nudity in these. But yeah, you know, you can tell that she's the same energy as these in here versus him, you know. And with the Judgment, You know, judgment is, you know, judgment day. You know. Now, this energy right here can definitely be this energy, because all the queens, you know, when you have all four of them, they equate to one empress. But, you know, this energy, as well as any other energy, you know, wants to ascend to this energy. You know? And sometimes, you know, the devil will grant you your little wishes. He gave it to James Brown. Sometimes we got to sacrifice and do some things. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you can see this is where she's with that energy. This energy is at the crossroad, because remember, the mind is the one that communicates. Yeah. What you gonna do? Who is it gonna be? Now, because we got the Empress over here, you know, sitting on this waterfall and this wisdom and this owl, it look like some things gonna take place. Let me see, what's behind that? Yeah, see? See, he on the fence. Yeah. Wow. And what's behind that? Yeah, the Three of Wands. I think he about to go on the other side, y'all. Now, further in the hole. Because why is it coming up now? Why is it coming up now? Boy, I don't know. That boy's life might be in danger. I mean, he's a complete fool. Like, it's like when I look at him, I see baby Huey. This stupid. I don't see intelligence. And everybody told me he's the brains behind something. That boy like a cotton picking fool to me. Let me see. How many cards I got? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do 7. Spirit, because I got 7 right here. Now we got, yeah, I'm gonna do 7. Now we got the 9 of Cups. It's almost like, because this is under wish fulfillment, and right here with the curse, it's almost like the King of Wands, the King, and he in reverse. It's almost, as what I was gonna say, is almost like he know not to do it, but he gonna do it any damn way. You know, because this is a decision based on, you know, a lack of emotional intelligence. And, you know, it could be also parental guidance, taught behavior. The 8 of Pentacles right here in the world at the wish fulfillment is work. Yeah, And look at the Four of Swords. He about to sign that he gonna sign the contract. As you see, he going up the step, and you see the contract on the table. That's a pyramid that he going up the steps. And it's the Four of Swords. It's like pressure, anxiety. Let's get this done. I told you, I don't think that some of these boys that's streaming with Ray J, DDG, he might do know, but I don't know why I feel like Dashe and them don't know what they about to get their asses into, or do they? Because can you imagine him going to jail with his little short self? Child, listen. Oh my God. Poor baby. Oh my God. And I'm looking at Lady Justice. Wow. That's crazy. Now, who is this? Temperance is right up under the money. And the Four of Swords is under the Two of Swords, which is a little rocky. With Lady Justice. Let me see. And we have the Seven of Swords and the Devil. No, the Tower. 16 is the Tower. And the Seven of Swords is right up under this BITCH. Wow. Damn. And I want y'all to just look at this. This is terrible. Now, you see in the back, you see the round table. You can see this as people that's in charge over Blue. And you see, that's his ego, or somebody, But look what they doing to the thing in the back of it. Now, you can barely make it out because you got a face that's looking up here that may be a mask. But then you got, a face looking down in the water as well. But look at what he doing to the back. What the hell is going on right there? And then they smiling. Yeah. The hell? That just gives me a whole lot of buck breaking going on here with this tower. Look. Yeah. And that's all the souls that he's going to recruit with his foolery. And everybody that follow his little, Cause that's what they are, recruiters for the freaking devil. Yeah. All you gotta do is follow my lead. Huh. But there's a tower coming. Knight of Swords is here. Yeah. Nine of Wands. Now, over here with the poison, the Nine of Cups, look at this. Somebody is sick. You see him? You shouldn't have drank it. And you drank a lot. With all these 9 cups, wish fulfillment. Yeah. King of Swords. Yeah, Eight of Cups. Now, a lot of people, you know, thinking about some things. Now, this man is at a podium. And I'm just looking at the way that people are looking around. Eight of Cups is choices, options, and things of that nature. It's like somebody's really utilizing their voice. And it's right under the Eight of Pentacles, which is 88. And I'm looking at 9, 9 there, 8, 8 there. Wow. 8, 9, 10. Because we started out with the 10. And 12. And 8. Yeah, he can be saying 8. Yeah, this ain't. Damn. 8, 8, 8. That's 8. And that's 8 and 8. Oh my God. Oh my God. And look what's on the hill. Now we know every time you go up the hill, because you know it takes a lot of sacrificing to get up the hill per se. And look how he running down. You know, Moses took his firstborn up the hill to be sacrificed. You know, y'all don't find it suspicious why a lot of them had to sacrifice their firstborn? That I always be the firstborn. Pharaoh said, "Bring me their heads." Oh my God. Well, he probably didn't say that, but you know what I mean. Yeah. Damn. And look at that when I said bring me the heads. That's crazy, right? Even though they're not heads, but look at that. That's freaking wild, ain't it? Right down Temperance. And Lady Justice is here. Now this is the 9 of Pentacles. I'm trying to figure out what that is. I'm trying to see what type of fruit that is. Huh. Or even what they're doing in the background. I can't figure out what they're doing in the background. I don't know. But it do look very, I can't figure it out. I can't figure that out. Somebody about to get sacrificed. I'm just looking at all the people down there in that, and he got that bow and arrow. It was like he got a target. You know? Yeah, because he went up the hill to do something. And remember, Moses took his firstborn to the top of the hill, and this is right here at the Crossroads. Yeah, 4 of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. Now I've seen this before, and it came out in reverse. It's like, yeah. It's almost like, you know, I'm not even gonna fight this, you know, because it's an action. First at the swords. This is swords, mental, yeah. All swords. 8, 9. And the 6 of Wands. I told you somebody's. Look at that. Do you see the? I see some. Look, somebody, and see the thing on the ground. Somebody going to jail. Look at that in the background. Somebody going to hell. Right there with the tower. In the tent. Wow. And that's 5. Damn. Look at that. That's crazy. You seeing in the background somebody going to jail? Now, I'm really getting from this, it's so crazy that they be using that particular material to even dictate their allegiance. That leopard print, whatever it is, but it's giving me the feeling that somebody ain't gonna change their spots or something like that right there, because somebody is damn sure going to jail. And remember, I told you in the other card with the Leo, it's so crazy that it's right here too, because this is like your soul, like, bitch, you better not fuck this up. Get it together. Oh my God. Now I wonder why one is looking that way and the other one is going that way. Huh. Now I don't know. You know, sometimes there are things on the cards that are not yet to be determined. If you know, you know. If you pay tarot, you know. Now, I see a lot of people going down. A lot of people. It's right here with the 8 of Swords. This is a grave. Could even be secrets being revealed. Shallow grave, you know. The Tower. And look, it's coming. Something's coming with a sword. I'm getting a lot of butt breaking activity. That's what I get from that. Yeah, with this sexual energy. She even looked like she's pregnant. Look at her stomach. And she asking a question. She got a hand out. Now, at the top, it looked like somebody that's coming in on a canoe, a boat. And it's a feminine energy. Again, I have no idea what it's supposed to be telling me at this time, but I do believe it has something to do with this feminine energy, which is the mind. Yeah, a thought. It's under judgment. It's a tower. Yeah, this choice is gonna send you straight to hell. Now, I asked about what they got in store for him, but it don't look good. It do look like they watching his ass too. Every step you take. Cause I'm just looking at the yeah. Now let me see. I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna pull a little bit from this deck. Ooh, I'm tired. Yeah. See, it's in reverse and look at all the books. You got this. You got to pretty much know what the card is to see whatever they was learning was bullshit. Right there on the world card. You know? What is it? The Knight of Swords. Yeah. 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 And the Six of Swords. Seven of Swords. It wasn't good, boo. And the Seven of Cups, yeah. Seven deadly sins and the Ace of Cups, which is, yeah, poison. All over again. Yeah, it's just like your mammy was just pushing it. Right here on the crossroads. Or the Ace of Cups. Yeah, let's put it with the Ace of Cups. However, the Page of Cups is right there. Yeah. Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. That's what he want. Liberation, enjoying the fruits of his own labor. Wow. Now, I don't know who about to be in a wheelchair. Or if it's just crippling energy. Yeah, the Hermit. Right here on the crossroads. I told you. You asking some questions. 10 and a 3. You see? Yeah, the cheers. They're in agreement in regards to what's going on at the crossroads. Yeah. He got his hands full now. Yeah. 10 of Wands. Booked and busy. Yeah, there you go. Begging and praying and all that good stuff. Same thing. Same energy. This is her. That's what she doing. Let me see. Ooh. Damn. You can't make it up. It's back. Then it's the Seven of Wands. And they're all pointing fingers at that bitch. With the Tower. Yeah, that's what they got for you, Blue. It don't look good, boy. I don't know. Did they tell you to do that to your face? I think that's I think that where shit hit the fan. Yeah, it really messed your image up. Yeah. It did. Something about those things on his face, it really messed him up bad. Bad decision. I know you wanted to hide, but boy, that was a bad move. Anyway.